Hi, welcome back to NBA Rumors 365. Hope you guys liked my previous two videos. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about the trade that almost went down yesterday. I'm so glad that it was declined, okay? It was the Cavs were offering the first pick, Dion Waiters, and Tristan Thompson, and the 19th pick, all for Kevin Love. Now, I like Kevin Love. He's a good player, but I mean, how are you going to get rid of your entire core? I mean, how are you going to get rid of Dion Waiters, Tristan Thompson, the number one pick, possibly Macklemore? I mean, if the number one pick is going to be Nerlens Noel, I could care less about it. But in the 19th pick, which could be, I think they're going to end up trading the 19th pick, honestly. But I don't know what was going through the Cavs' heads doing that. I mean, I know Kyrie and Kevin Love are friends, how they do the Uncle Drew videos and stuff together, but I just don't see why the Cavs would give up Dion Waiters. I'm starting to think that maybe the Cavs don't like Dion Waiters because, I mean, there's been rumors of, this is the second rumor now of him being traded. There was rumors that they were going to draft Oladipo and then trade Waiters, and, I think Waiters is a very solid player. I think he's going to be an all-star. Give him a year or two. But with that trade, if I'm in Minnesota, okay, if I'm Minnesota and I have Ricky Rubio and the center, I can't remember his name, begins with a K. I can't remember, but he's really good. If you have those two guys and you're getting offered Tristan Thompson, Dion Waiters, and a first pick, which is unknown. We don't know how good those guys are gonna be. Then I don't see why Flip Sanders wouldn't do that. I really don't. I mean, you're getting Dion Waiters, who's I think eventually gonna be able to average 20 points and 5 rebounds, 3 assists kind of guy. I really do. I think Thompson's gonna be a 15-10 guy. And then at number one, it's still a toss up. I mean, what time is it? It is 1:50 Eastern time. Let's say 2. I mean, it's almost the draft is nearly here, and we don't know who the first pick is going to be. I mean, I can't remember the last draft that's happened. I don't think I've ever watched a draft where we don't know who the first pick's going to be. Ever since I've been following basketball, there's usually a surefire guy. And I mean, right now there's so many guys that could go number one. That's crazy, but back to Minnesota and the Cavs, maybe what the Cavs are thinking is, let's do this deal, get Kevin Love, and then have an extremely dominant backcourt with Varejao and Kevin Love. But don't forget, both Varejao and Kevin Love are both injury-prone players. And, another thing is Kevin Love, him and Kyrie are friends, there's been rumors for ever since Kyrie's been here that the Cavs are going to go after Kevin Love. Think of this, Cavs fans. If you are bummed about us not getting Kevin Love, which I'm actually relieved that we didn't give up Waiters and Thompson, the first pick and the 19th pick, for one injury-prone player. Yeah, he's a very, very good player, but think of this. Is Kevin Love going to stay in Cleveland in 2 years when his contract's up? I mean, is he going to stay in Cleveland, or is he going to go to a team like a big market team where he's going to win a championship? Now, in 2 years, the Cavs, have a very good draft this year. They can't mess this up. They can't mess this up. I mean, they can't mess it up. They really can't. I mean, I'm saying it. I'm just telling how it is. They mess this up, they're in trouble. They're in trouble if they mess this up. But back to Kevin Love. Kevin Love wouldn't stay here in 2 years unless we were like third or fourth in the East. I just don't see him staying in Cleveland. And that's what Minnesota. Why? did you decline that trade? Timberwolves fans, you know, if you guys maybe aren't familiar with Dion Waiters, he's a very explosive player. He's got a decent jumper. He's really been working on it. I'm pretty sure he averaged like 18 points a game last year, somewhere around 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 18 points a game. Then Tristan Thompson, who I really like. I mean, he's a very good player. His rookie year, I seemed like he wasn't going to be too great, but he really turned it around last year. I mean, he's a 10-10 guy, but he's shown a lot of potential. He can be a guy who scores 15 points and 10 rebounds and hands out a couple assists. But I don't know why Minnesota didn't take. I just don't understand what Minnesota is thinking. Do they really think that Kevin Love's going to stay there in 2 years? I mean, it's a possibility. I don't see it happening unless, I mean, Minnesota really has an incredible draft, and they're going to have to move up. They're going to have to move up if they want to get someone great. I mean, they're going to have to. I mean, there's no really great players, but they're going to want a Macklemore or an Oladipo. They're going to have to move up. It's that simple. I mean, and then I just don't see Kevin Love staying. I really don't. So I don't understand why Flip Saunders didn't just. I don't understand why he didn't go through with that. I mean, Ricky Rubio and Dion Waiters. That's a pretty good front court right there. And then you got the guy whose name I can't remember, and then you got Thompson. That's a good backcourt right there. You know what? I mean, that could be the eighth in the West. I mean, the Western Conference is so tough, though. I mean, you look at almost every team in the West; they all have a chance to be that AC this year. But I'm telling you, that's a good team, and leave your opinions, leave your comments. Tell me why, Minnesota fans. Tell me if you're glad that Kevin Love is gonna remain a Timberwolf, or tell me, or if you wish they would have traded him to the Cavs. Tell me why you think he should have went to the Cavs. I think that they should have traded too. Cavs fans, tell me if you're relieved that we're keeping Waiters and Thompson, but also tell me if you disagree and think that we should have got Kevin Love. I want to hear your opinions, guys. Comment, subscribe, and like. All right.